All right, here we go. We've got our first video not related to a podcast recording, but since we are a podcast, some of the commentary we're going to use with our field footage is going to be podcast style, like you're seeing right now. This first video is about putting out rope scrapes and monitoring antler growth throughout the summer. So what do you say we get this thing started?
It is early summer. We got to this property of ours. We know there's a big deer in here. We were hunting him last year. He was always where we weren't, but that's how that goes. We found a shed, we know he survived, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some rope scrapes out, because with these rope scrapes, you put some EverCalm on there year round, and what happens is all the deer use it as a community hub to kind of communicate, obviously using scent. So we're gonna hang this scrape out here, this rope scrape out here, and we're gonna see if we can pick this deer up this summer, growing these antlers, and monitor him all summer and see how that antler growth is going. We're real close to his core area. So the only thing about this is, you know, if you find them during the rut or in the fall, it could be a different spot than where they summer. But we're pretty sure that deer summer's here, so we're gonna get in here early and we're gonna try to monitor him this summer. Sometimes in the summer, to get a big deer to use these rope scrapes, I mean, they don't travel far and wide like they do in the rut. I mean, they will travel, but you kind of want to tuck them a little bit closer in their core area if you're doing it during the antler growing season with the rope scrapes. So right about there. Give myself a little extra room just in case. There we go. It's probably about the right height. Those deer this time of year aren't super hopped up on testosterone. The bucks obviously is what I'm referring to, but because of that, in my opinion, they're less likely to get up on their hindquarters to reach up for something on a scrape. So you want to get the end of this rope about 4 foot high. So for me, it's right here at the base of my sternum. That's what I'm using to measure it. So I'm gonna zip tie this thing up here, and I think they'll be more likely to use it at that height instead of hanging it way up. So we're gonna zip tie it and split these ends and lube it up. Yeah, deer scrape under vines. Yes, we hung this on a vine. But the difference between this and that vine is, with this rope, we got all this extra fluff to put scent on, and because of the sisal rope, it's gonna absorb the scent better than this vine is, so our scent's gonna last longer on here, which, especially if in a case like this where your property you're not getting to as often, it's kind of a big deal. It helps add longevity to doing this, so you don't have to check it as frequently. The thing with this spot is, it used to be a scrape, so we're gonna clear out both spots here. Pro tip, pick a nice muddy day to clear your scrapes out. We got a cell camera. That being said, we can set this thing up and see how long it takes for the first deer to come check out that rope scrape in the middle of May. I'll bet it happens within the first week. It might even happen tonight. You never know. We are headed back to put out rope scrape number 2. Let me tell you something. It's thicker than doo-doo in some of these spots. I mean, I'm dodging. This used to be an old road, but with it being so thick, of course the deer love it. Where we're at is the center hub, and you got a bunch of spokes going off to feed, so getting these rope scrapes in tight to their core areas and where they like to bed and feel safe, because it is summertime and they don't move as much, and I'm losing my hat. Get this second one set up, and then we're gonna go put another one up on another edge. Opens up right here. This is the spot for it. All that thickness, and you get this little open pocket right here. Perfect spot to put this thing. Whew, that'll do it. I'll bet they find this one quicker than the other one.
Why do you think they'll find it first?
I just feel like they're closer to bedding in here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot closer to, like, the closer you get, I think the closer you get to where they're spending the majority of their time, which is where they're laying down, this time of year, the more likely you are to get them on camera. Just me, though. Could be dead wrong.
I think this is a less populated area of the property.
Yeah, it's less populated, so you got that going against you, but due to its proximity to all this thick cover. I mean, look at all that stuff we had to walk through to get here.
I was trying to get a picture of mature deer, this would be the spot.
Yeah, exactly.
You might get a doe on the other one, but
Yep. All right. Now we set this camera up and got it all juiced up. Have to come back and juice it up again. It's pretty good.
All right, first Monitor Monday. So here we go. It took less than 12 hours for the first deer to find a rope scrape we put out, and it took less than 24 hours for the first buck to find one of the rope scrapes. Every rope scrape we put out has been hit in the first week, and more importantly, I'm waiting on the video to come in from the cell camera request, but I think we may have found our boy. We may have found the booner from last year that we were looking for. With that being said, it is too hard to say right now because it is so early in the growing season. He was caught in the background of the rope scrape camera. I'm not going to say he was using it. I'm not going to say he didn't use it. With that being said, I'd call the first Monitor Monday and the first week of these rope scrapes being out late May a big success. We're going to keep you posted and try to do these most Mondays. I've got no guarantees every Monday because of my travel schedule, but nonetheless, I will do my best to get these all to you each Monday for Monitor Mondays. Do us a favor, click like and subscribe. We could use all the help. We're doing great on social media. We could use some pump on YouTube. We also have some other videos we're going to come out with property development we've got going on our farms and everything else. So bear with us as we're getting this thing going. We just started this podcast like 6 months ago. I'm just now rolling out the YouTube plan. I'm pretty busy with my work schedule, but I am doing the best to get you guys content that you will learn from and enjoy. So stay tuned for more videos, and we're looking forward to seeing you soon.